Howdy bakers and makers, and welcome to this week's gaming fodder. This week I will be showing you how to make some pretty easy fruit scones. Check it out. For this week's recipe, what you're going to need is a few simple ingredients. 1, a bowl to mix everything in, obviously. 2, some self-raising flour. 3, some softened butter. In this weather it's quite easy to do, just leave it out for half an hour. 1 egg or oaf. Some caster sugar. Some baking powder, not sponsored by Costco, I'll have it out. And some dried raisins. Don't forget also you need a cutter. This is a 3-inch one, but you can use a 2-inch one as well. This is a pastry brush for brushing on some bits at the end. Namely that milk, that's what you need to brush on at the end. Firstly, weigh out 225 grams of self-raising flour. I had this in a bowl already because I'd broken the bag the flour came in, but you know, there you go. Oh, just a bit over. Even it off, there we go. 225 grams, perfect. Take your baking powder and a teaspoon, and you want 1 level teaspoon of baking powder to go into that as well, just to help give it a bit of rise. Take your butter, and you want 50 grams of softened butter. Well, near enough 50 grams of softened butter. Move the scales out of the way and start to mix in the butter with the flour and the baking powder. I like to start off with a knife just to chop it up into smaller chunks, makes it life a bit easier, doesn't stick so much to your hands. And then mix it all together and knead it in together so it makes like small breadcrumbs. That's the sort of texture you're looking for. Look at my hands go, look at that, lightning. Obviously not filmed at real speed. Next comes the sugar, 25 grams, or if you're in old money, 1 ounce of caster sugar. You can't actually see the scales there, but never mind. And then mix in your raisins. I just use 50 grams of dried raisins, but you can use mixed fruit if you want some peel and everything else in there as well. I don't particularly like that, but you know. Leave your shells out of the way, get yourself a big spoon, and combine all the ingredients together thoroughly. Make sure everything's mixed up, because you don't want lumps of sugar everywhere and scones without any raisins in. That's kind of pointless, that's just a plain scone. Grab yourself a jug. This is a jug. You want to measure up to the 150mm mark. So what you want to do is crack an egg into there, and you want to give that a good whisk up. See? And cue turbo whisk. Then pour in milk up to the 150ml mark. Mix it all in again. There you go, that's all your wet ingredients. Now it's a really exciting time. Mix your wet ingredients with the dry ingredients. Make a little well in the middle. Scrape all your ingredients into the bowl and give it a good stir. Take a little bit of time to combine it all, but it should form a fairly stiff dough when you're finished. Obviously sped up to make it look like I'm really efficient at making scones. Get some more flour and lightly flour a surface. I'm using my chopping board here, but you can use just a work surface. Tip out your dough mixture onto the flour, and you're going to want to gently knead it together for a very short time. You don't want to overwork this dough, otherwise it'll go rock hard. Once you've formed it into a ball, like so, pat it out to about 1 centimetre deep. You can use a rolling pin, but I wouldn't bother because it's just extra washing up and I can't be bothered. Once it's 1 centimetre deep, get your cutter out and cut out some scones. As I say, I'm using a 3-inch cutter here, but you can use a 2-inch, you'll get more scones out of it, but I'm greedy and I like bigger scones, so you know, sue me. Once you've cut out as many as you can, put them to one side and recombine the leftover dough, and you'll get some more. Again, don't overwork it too much. Pat it out to about a centimetre thick again, and cut out some more. Don't obviously lose any stray raisins anywhere. Once you finish, you'll probably have a little bit of dough left over, so I make a little mini one just for me. Once you're all ready, put them onto some greaseproof paper on a baking tray. And here comes your pastry brush. Dab a little milk over the top of each one of the scones, and that will help it brown slightly on top. Preheat your oven to about 220 degrees, or 200 if you've got a fan oven, and bung them in. Once they've been in the oven 10 minutes, fetch them out, and there you go, some golden scones. Take them off the paper and allow them to cool before obviously cutting and serving them. Also be careful, they are quite hot. They did sting my fingers a little bit. And there you are, folks. Simple, easy to make, quick fruit scones. Tuck in with some clotted cream and some jam or some butter or whatever your fancy is, and enjoy. Thanks for joining me on this video. I hope you liked it. If you did like it, smash that like button for me, help me out. Also leave me a comment below if you think they look tasty, if you think they look like concrete. If you want to try them yourself, let me know, and send us some photos via social media. Let me know how you got on with them. Speaking of social media, don't forget to check out our social media posts on Instagram and on Twitter. Also, don't forget to sub up to the channel and ring the bell. Ring the bell and it'll let you know when our new videos are up. Once again, thanks for joining me on this quick and easy gaming fodder bake, and I'll catch you next time. Stay safe out there. Much love. Bake.